Next, we're going to move into the section of the program where we have comments from the public. When you make your comments, we ask prior to the meeting that you sign in on our sign-in sheet. And then when you make your comments, you come to the front, we have a microphone here, and state your name and address. First on the list this evening is John Maida Jason.
Good evening. All right, the reason I'm here tonight is to give residents a view on what I see as a complete disregard for what the residents of the city deserve. I sat in on an October 23rd, 2014 work session when discussions took place on matters concerning the mayor. The mayor openly admitted to taking a free snow plowing and garbage pickup. He tried to explain away his reasons for getting these services free. He then had the audacity to blame the finance director for not having caught this and brought it to his attention. This is not a 1 week, 1 month, or even 1 year. It's over several years. Paying back what you took from the residents of the city is required as restitution, not a free pass to stay employed. Mr. Molnar stated in the work session that the mayor should just pay the money back. It does not work that way, Mr. Molnar. When you steal from your employer, which is us, the residents of the city, you are to be terminated, period. Your position in thinking that just paying the money back makes everything okay is both irresponsible and morally and ethically corrupt. Also during the work session, I observed Jan Tully spending more time on her phone than actually paying attention to the importance of taxpayers' money. It is readily apparent that when you up and resigned from the City Council September 9, 2010, you should have stuck to that decision as I see it, and morally and ethically compass is drifted off center. To make matters worse, yesterday the mayor was quoted on Cleveland.com. Mayor states that you can't stop the action of a motion by vetoing it. The point is I have to say something. Your words are an embarrassment to yourself and to the residents of the city. Lastly, theft in any capacity and the willingness of any employed person of the city to overlook and cover up theft will not be accepted nor tolerated by the taxpaying citizens of the city. As I see it, voluntary resignations are in order for the mayor, Mr. Molnar, and Jan Tully. Have a good evening.
Hey, John, just to point out something, when you give half of the story, like you just did, I did say that when the mayor did not pay for his trash or his snow plowing, that he should pay it back, and it should also be investigated. So if you're going to give the story,
Well,
I prefer you give it all. And
Well,
secondly,
Nick, you're actually voting against doing an investigation.
Allow me to finish, please. That's what I said in the meeting. So if you're going to tell the story, I prefer you give it all.
You are also.
You're asking me to resign.
You
because
were
of
asking. This is my turn. This is my turn.
No, it isn't your turn. This man is speaking. Wait till he's done.
Did you not just vote to not do the private investigation?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Did you guys not vote?
I didn't vote in an illegal meeting. I didn't attend a meeting that was illegal.
What illegal meeting are we talking about?
One that was not brought to the public's attention. See,
I
when
don't
we
know
do
what
things,
you're talking
I
about.
do things I
I'm
do
talking
it publicly,
the one-
not secretly.
Was there not a vote to not have a private investigation? Is there a vote?
Which, I mean, there's been 20 votes on investigations. I mean, you
Was
need to
there
be a little
not?
more
Was it-
specific. as to
Did
what
you vote
you're
yes or no
referring to.
for a private investigation of the mayor and of the finance director?
Has there been a vote on the mayor's investigation?
October 9th, the motion was made by Dave Engel that we should have a private investigation. It was passed unanimously by council. No action was taken by council.
I guess that answers your question.
There were also other meetings were taken.
There were 4 people given to me to do the investigation. I gave those to all the council who chose to take no action until last week when they decided to hire a different person. So
You can't-
when you're asking, did I vote no? No, I went out and found people for us to select as independent investigators. No action was taken by my fellow council members. So, you know.
Well, I don't see any of this in any of the meeting minutes.
Pardon me?
I don't see any of this in the meeting minutes.
That was in the work session, where I
I don't-
was so busy on the phone that I handed people 4 sets of names and their resumes. The mayor
And
has
I watched
chosen
you.
to
I was
take,
there.
On the 11/13/2014 at a council meeting pertaining to the suspension of Finance Director Spa, Mrs. Tully said it is now over 30 days since the authorization was given and no action has been taken in choosing an investigator. On December 11th council meeting, Councilor Tully, in fact, council authorized to go out and get an independent investigator in October. I am the only one who went out and found there were 2 names supplied to me by the employee council. Those are from the minutes of those meetings.
So if I may, let me comment on this. We had a discussion and we had a motion to do an outside independent investigation. In that period of time, up through November, there were attempts to first get the sheriff's department to investigate on certain parts of it, certainly regarding the mayor. When we came into a meeting in late October, we were told that this was going to all be investigated by the auditor, well, actually, the Attorney General of the State of Ohio. And with regard to the allegations against Mr. Schwab. And that there would also be an investigation of the mayor's actions forwarded to the Attorney General. We were told that happened. And at that point, we determined we would wait to see the results. I said at the time I was concerned about the length of time it would take. But that's the reason that there weren't additional people brought into this, because we already had the Auditor of State, as it turned out, and the Ethics Commission involved. When it appeared that the length of time was getting to be too long and we needed to get it resolved, the council during January began discussions about how to proceed to an investigation. And we do have an investigator that we're going to hire, and we're hoping to get this resolved in the next 48 weeks. And then we can move on from this discussion. Okay?
John Golden, would you please address this chronological order?
I don't have a list in front of me, Mayor.
Could you put your mic by him?
I'm sorry. I don't have a list in front of me. I didn't bring that.